We're live. Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys, what is up? This is Livy Igwe coming live from London. If you guys are watching me on a replay, drop me a hashtag style. Y'all know the drill. I help the multicultural, multi-ethnic to brand on social media and to earn also at the same time. So if you're looking to make a file of 500 pounds to 1,000 pounds and hashtag hybrid on that one or link under bio, you should probably see my business WhatsApp and you can connect there. Today we're going to be talking about how to build online, which I think is a really, oh, hey, Lips, I haven't seen you in such a long time. On how to build online. I think it's a really potent question because for the ones that are wanting to build online, it's not for everyone, but it is for the ones that are like, look, I'm looking for a cash flow, I'm looking to monetize, I'm looking to build a community, then it is really, 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 really important. And I'm going to share, hey, Liam, on 3 things that I think you guys need in order to build. Now, what does building really require online? And TikTok, I'm going to leave the live on Insta, Facebook, and YouTube so you guys can watch it there. So that is kind of cool. If you are watching it on YouTube, do like and subscribe, and on all the other platforms, share if this actually does resonate to you guys. So first of all, it's having the intention of what is it that you want to show up on social media. Because building online is, I always say, I don't show up just to show up, right? And I don't know if that resonates. Lubes to Precious, hey Precious, to Carol, to Lena, to Sasha, to Kiara, to Kassir. Like, social media can be such a grabbing thing, but at the same time, you want to show up by giving value. I show up intentionally on social media because I don't show up with no intention, because it's like, when you have a conversation with someone and you're like, is there a point to the story? Like, I want you to see, like, what is the point of the story, Kev? What is the point to the story, Sasha? What is the point to the story, right? You really want to get to that part where it makes sense. Hey, Magda, right? So understand that what is the intention that we're sharing and things that resonate with you. So, for example, on my Instagram, if you guys have seen, or maybe not on TikTok, you haven't seen, but I was in Rotterdam. So I did a 24-hour trip to Rotterdam. You guys can watch the stories. I haven't put the vlog together. That's going to take a while. But we were there because we went to go and see Keukenhofen Gardens, right? If you guys have been to the Netherlands, is it Keukenhofen Gardens? It's absolutely stunning. I highly recommend that you guys go. It's stunning. Right now they've closed, but they'll open it in January next. I think it's January or something like that. Just Google it. But it's absolutely, like, you have tulips and flowers all around. And my whole thing, for example, my stories today on Monday, I've been just sharing all of that. And theoretically, sharing it on my stories, when I share more than 10 sort of like long stories, and of course my views go lower because there's so much packed and not everybody watches. But I always go with the gut feeling. What is it that on social media, Ashley, Magda, to Kiara, to Sasha, what is it that you guys are wanting to share? Because the intention is, what are you sharing? You've got to understand, not everybody knows what you do. So what can you share to people that you do, right? I have a friend and he has a shop. And in the shop, I was telling him, for the specific thing that he does, I was telling him, you've got to be able to, which brings me to my second part, Amal. It brings me to, you want to educate, and not, we call it educate, and then enter edutainment, right? So education and entertainment, which is blended together. Now, I don't do a lot of entertainment. Like, I'm not really that funny, so I don't really do much of that. But I love giving value and education. So I was telling my friend that has his shop, I was like, but in your shop, how does it work? When I go into your shop, how do I buy? Where do I buy? How do I, what is the special product? What makes you different? That's what you can share on social media, because it helps people understand, oh, she's an expert in this, or Magda's an expert in UW and having how you can pay less on your bills. Like, exactly. When my friend that's doing, like, he sells CBD, right? So vaping. And I'm like, okay, but like, when I go to a vaping store, what do I buy? How do I buy? Like, if I go into a store, like, I don't know what to get. So tell me, what should I get? And in his mind, he was like, makes sense. Right, Jane? Right, Sandri? Right, Magda? Like, you want people to understand what is it that you're offering that you can give a value. I'll talk about branding. I'll talk about network marketing. I'll talk about the supplements. Why? because I freaking love what I do. I will talk about it all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. But because I know what I can speak about. But what can you speak about, Mary? What can you speak about, Magda? What can you speak about, Ashley? What can you speak about, Sharon? What can you speak about, Rian? Like, what is it that you guys can talk about all the time? And it doesn't mean that you have to show your face all the time. I show my face because I know that my face is a transaction. But I was telling to another friend, you could literally, for example, let's say this is the phone because I'm streaming, TikTok on all platforms. So like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. So you want to watch it there, I'm going to leave the replay. So let's say you could, like, I don't know, let's say, okay, for the sake of the purpose of what I sell, like the supplements, right? It could literally be like the supplement that I sell. And it could be like why the supplement is the best on the market. One, it's because it's got excellent products, 60 fruits and vegetables, helps with like better energy, the focus, the concentration. You feel that you can't go to the toilet. This one will help you like flush down to the toilet, right? You feel that you feel low in the morning, your brain fog, you can't figure out, and the coffee is just spiking you, but it's helping you crash. You need this drink. Like you could literally have the phone holding and just talking about it without people seeing your face. Now, of course, your face is a transaction, right? Your face is what people will be like, when I hear, like, you could literally listen to, I don't know, Kim Kardashian, and you don't know her brand, but you know Skims. Why did you buy Skims? Because you like how it's been suiting on everybody, the bodysuit, and it looks good. How did you purchase that? Because you heard of somebody say that it was really good. That is what building online is. Now, is it long? Absolutely. Social media is like, it's a long-term game. Some of y'all just want like the quick in and out. No offense, but it's like having sex. You're not going to have an in and out situation. You know what I mean? Like, it takes time. It takes pleasure. You know, you want it to be like long, right? I know I went really extreme, but for you guys to understand is like, I want you guys to understand that building a brand is long-term. Some of y'all just want the in and out. Let me remind you, the in and out of a situation when you're with your guy or your girl or your woman, whatever, right? So I want you to understand that branding is a long-term game. Usain Bolt wouldn't be the best runner that he was back in the day had he not shown up every single day. Hey, Jody, had he not shown up all the time for 4 years, all consecutively. 4 years. Can you imagine if, Stephanie, you put in that much work ethic in your brand 4 years into your brand? And on the 5th year, you maybe would get like thousands of sales. Oh, great. Lighting. Perfect. Right? Like, what if you put in, what if you put in the work and it showed up? But since you were too quick because you wanted a fast success, because you wanted to pay ads, you didn't want to do it like organically. You didn't play the long term, Susan. You didn't play the long term, Mary. You didn't play the long term, Becky. You didn't play the long term, Jody. You just thought you just wanted a quick in, quick out. People give up too soon. Absolutely. You give up too soon on your dreams. And I was telling my friend yesterday. I was telling him about the fact that entrepreneurship, regardless of whatever you do, is going to be exciting, just like a relationship. At the beginning of the relationship, it's always exciting. It's always cool, right? Like, you remember your first kiss, your first date. Can you remember, like, at the beginning? It was just so cool. You were so excited. You're like, ooh, this is exciting, whatever. But when it gets tough, that's when you know, like, the resistance. I mean, Jody, I know you're married. Magda, I know you're married. TikTok, I don't know if y'all are married. I don't know. Mainly on my Instagram, I see people like that. I know, I mean, only Loops is married, but it takes communication. It takes working. And that's why you've got to build the know, the love, and the trust for people to be like, oh, she's here on the long term. And I was telling my friend, because he was like, yeah, but you always post like sometimes similar, the same thing. I'm like, because some of y'all, and it's funny because I don't know if you guys know, but there's the evening drink that we have, right? I always talk about it. I'll give you the simple example because I was talking yesterday to my girlfriend, Liga, right? 97% don't even think what their dreams are. They live on automatic pilot. Absolutely. You guys are living on automatic pilot. Well, not Jody and Magda, but like some of y'all are living on automatic pilot. Let me show you the example, right? You guys know I sell the drink that helps like better recovery, just to sleep better, to recover if you had like a difficult workout. Anyways, About a year ago, I shared a few snippets to my girlfriend, to my girl/friend, because somebody the other day was like, "Oh, your girlfriend, like you love women." I'm like, "No, I love men." I love men. Okay, let's stick it to there. But I was talking to her about the drink, and in September, it arrived in the UK. And there's two different drinks. There's the lemon and then the exotic. Now, if you know me about the exotic, it's the best taste on the planet. It's prickle pear. It's like you're having a cheeky whiskey late at night, but it feels so refreshing that it just like goes through your body and you sleep like a baby. Okay. Anyways, fast forward to Rotterdam that we went this weekend for 24 hours. She was like, "Hey, let's go." And then I shared her one of this, and she's like, "Do I get it? Can we get it now in the UK?" And I'm like, "Dude, I talk about it every single day in my stories. I've been raving about it since the beginning. Why have you not like told me about it?" She's like, "I want to get it." I'm like, "Why have you not talked to me about it?" Now, bearing in mind, my girl/friend follows me on social media, watches my story. But you know what she said? She said, "Half of the time that I watch your stories, you're on silence." So guys, I always put the caption, right? But she didn't realize that this was the drink that arrived since last September, and September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. It took her 8 months to be like, wow. What am I saying here, Olivia? It's the repetition. You got to repeat the same thing. I will always repeat the drink helps with like the better energy, the focus, the concentration, link on the bio. Like I will repeat it just like the news. The news, you repeat it all the time. If you don't repeat, it doesn't get remembered. Why does the news work so well? Because they're brainwashing you into something that's negative. One of the reasons why I don't watch the news is because I don't care what's going on. Right? And then I'm going to leave you with this. Last thing that I was telling my friend, what is it that you offer? Some people haven't joined me in business because I have high expectation. I have high energy. I have high excellence. You don't have my level. I don't think we can work together. My products are premium. But if you want to go with other shitty products, go with other shitty products. I will be honest with you. I have the best product on the planet. We've sold 3 billion last year. Like, I don't know why you're going to another somewhere else instead of mine, but I'm not going to judge you for that. That's fine. That's you. Do you, boo. But I require excellence. I require energy. I require execution. And I require excellence. You don't have those all full? I don't want you. And I will be honest enough to tell you, we're not the same levels. I always say pigeons and eagles don't have the same height nor the same flight. And I'm okay when people are like, look, like I love you, but I don't love the product. Boo, that's you, right? Used to be 7 touch points. Now it's 21. Yeah. People need to hear and see your content. Before it was 7 because you needed to repeat, etc. Now, 21, even more. I'm guessing. I'm okay. Like, I'll repeat it all the time. You don't want it? That's cool. Like, so you got to understand why branding on social media, since it's so much more cluttered, you're going to have to repeat. 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 And I know it's mundane and I know it's boring and I know it's like, why? But it's the name of the game. And only with the ones that want to be at the top will win. But are you a winner or a quitter? You know what I mean? And so for me, the brand is always about when you think of Olivia and Amen to Dom, to React, to Marilyn, to Precious, to Lubes, to Jody, to Magda, like what is it that you want people to remember you for? Like, what is it? And sometimes I always said, and I'm going to say it again because I think it always needs to be repeated. You're in a bamboo season. Bamboos don't grow to 2 meters. It takes approximately 5 years for a bamboo to grow to the highest position, to 2 meters, from nothing to 2 meters. But you're already quitting because you quit on your dream because, I don't know, your uncle told you that, your dream is too small. It's like, it's too big. Like, down your dream. I had that yesterday. Somebody just told me, like, don't know if your business is going to work. Well, cancel those words in the name of Jesus. It's going to work. It is going to work. It has no choice. If I keep on putting pressure and I keep on doing the mundane things that make no sense to others, but it does not have to make sense to others because at some point in your season, you probably will be alone for a while. Hey, Ali. Hey, Chris. You'll probably be alone in a season where it doesn't make sense, but that doesn't matter because it's not supposed to make sense to the others. It's supposed to make sense to you. But you got to add pressure. You got to repeat. And it doesn't matter if you don't want to show up. I didn't want to show up today. I didn't want to go on social media today. I didn't want to be like, hey, I got energy. I don't have energy. I don't want to do it. But it doesn't matter because my feelings don't have any pressure on this. You show up regardless. And some of y'all have already quit. You don't get abs by not showing up at the gym. You go to the gym, you get the abs. Now, I say abs, doesn't matter. Who cares? Whatever it is. You don't get the build of the arms, of the abs, of the glutes, of whatever that you're aspiring to have if you don't show up when it doesn't make any sense. So when it does not make sense, do it. So how to build online, the intention. Number 2, either you're doing education, entertainment. I generally just do education. I show you how to build online. I tell you the 5 steps of how to join, how to do. If that's something for you and you want to make 500 to 1,000 pounds using the supplements, absolutely, #hybrid. And last thing I'll explain is what are you offering that is different from others? What is that gym offering different from others? What is Jody, your services as I think you're a virtual assistant. What are you offering that is different? Magda, that you're sharing gas, electricity bills, utilities that are cheaper. Like, what is it that's different from you? To Injury, what are you showing? To Alia, to Amen, to, Lyndon, to Mary, to Becky, to Precious. Like, what is it that you're offering that is different from the others? I offer you strategy. I offer you excellence. I offer you empathy. You have to have that in the business. I offer you execution, and you have to have quality, and you have to like premium nutritional supplements and skincare. If not, then we can't work together. That's okay. I'm cool. You're not made for everyone, but you are made for the ones that are looking for you. And as Jody said, now today, it's not 7 follow-ups now or 7 show-ups. It's up to 21 times. The reason why I go live on all 4 platforms is because I want my content to be on a legacy while. I also want my content to be like, oh, she's the girl that sells supplements. I'm interested. Oh, she's the one in the number 1 in premium nutritional supplements. I want that. Oh, she's the one that does branding. Yeah, I got that. She's the one that does confidence and stuff. Yeah, I want that. What are you known for? Okay, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Remember to be you, do you. The world does not dictate who you are, but you dictate the world. TikTok, I shall leave the live on Insta, Facebook, and YouTube, so you can watch it there. Same handle, Olivia Igwe, IGWE. If you're looking to make 500 or 1,000 pounds, absolutely link in bio at #hybrid. If you want to follow more of the stories or the stuff, just follow along. Talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.